Have you ever heard of the Indus Valley Civilization? If not, you're not alone. Despite being one of the world's oldest and most advanced ancient civilizations, the Indus Valley is often left out of mainstream history, overshadowed by Egypt's pyramids and Mesopotamia's ziggurats. This mysterious civilization quietly flourished over 4,000 years ago, and then, just as mysteriously, vanished. This is the story of the lost kingdom of the Indus Valley, a world ahead of its time, and a mystery that still puzzles historians today. Around 2600 BCE, in the fertile floodplains of what is now Pakistan and northwest India, a civilization emerged that rivaled its contemporaries in Egypt and Mesopotamia. We call it the Indus Valley Civilization, or sometimes the Harappan Civilization, named after one of its major cities, Harappa. At its peak, it covered more territory than any other ancient civilization of its time. More than 1,500 sites have been discovered, stretching from the Arabian Sea all the way to the Himalayas. But what made this civilization truly remarkable wasn't just its size. It was its sophistication. The cities of the Indus Valley were marvels of urban planning. They had straight roads laid out in perfect grids, advanced drainage systems, multi-story brick houses, public baths, and even early forms of sanitation. Think about that. Over 4,000 years ago, people in the Indus Valley had public infrastructure that some modern cities still struggle with today. They didn't just build cities, they engineered them. And unlike many of their contemporaries, they seemed to do it without kings, empires, or monumental temples. No giant statues of rulers, no clear evidence of palaces, just efficient, orderly cities, run perhaps by local councils, or a highly organized civic system. They also developed their own writing system, a script of mysterious symbols found on seals, pottery, and tablets. But here's the catch. We still can't read it. Despite decades of research, the Indus script remains undeciphered. No Rosetta Stone, no bilingual inscriptions, just symbols, beautiful, puzzling symbols that guard their secrets tightly. What were they saying? Were these records of trade, religious texts, personal messages? We don't know. And that's what makes it all so fascinating. The Indus people were also brilliant traders. Archaeological evidence shows they traded with Mesopotamia. Yes, that far. Sending goods like ivory, cotton, and lapis lazuli in exchange for silver, tin, and other materials. Their craftsmanship was exceptional. Intricate beads, finely carved seals, and toys made of terracotta. They even had standardized weights and measures, suggesting a regulated economy and a shared cultural identity across a vast region. And yet, no evidence of war, no weapons of mass destruction, no armies carved into stone. For over 700 years, they seem to have lived in relative peace. But then, something changed. Around 1900 BCE, their cities began to decline. Trade routes collapsed. People abandoned their homes. The well-organized systems disappeared. So what happened? That's one of history's greatest unanswered questions. Some theories point to climate change. A major drought, or the shifting of the Indus River itself, may have made agriculture impossible. Others believe it could have been gradual decline due to overpopulation or resource exhaustion. And yes, some even speculate about invasions, perhaps by the Indo-Aryans, though that's hotly debated. Whatever the cause, by 1300 BCE, the great cities of the Indus Valley were no more. Their script had gone silent. Their streets, once alive with trade and culture, fell into dust. And yet, their legacy remains, buried beneath the soil, scattered in ancient ruins, and echoed in the DNA of millions living in South Asia today. The people of the Indus Valley were among the first to dream of civilization. Not through conquest, but through cooperation, engineering, and innovation. In a world often shaped by empires and war, theirs was a different model, one where cities rose not through the glorification of kings, but through the quiet power of collective effort. It's a story we're still uncovering, a puzzle with missing pieces. And maybe, just maybe, the lost kingdom of the Indus Valley isn't entirely lost. We just haven't learned how to listen to what it's trying to tell us. History isn't just about what we remember, it's also about what we've forgotten. And sometimes, the stories we overlook are the ones that have the most to teach us.